his insecurities broke me so much that I broke up with this man, and I told him I didn't want to be with him anymore. And I was like, I can't do this. Like, you are making me feel I'm not myself anymore. Like, I really was not myself anymore. And then, his drinking, it was just team too much. Like, you're sitting here, you're passed out on the floor in the middle of my living room drunk. It's only 7:30 in the evening. Or if I'm leaving my house to go to work and I'm driving and I see your car in the parking lot and you passed out in a car, sleep, pants halfway down, McDonald's bag in the passenger side, like, what the hell are you doing? So, like I said, I broke up with this person. Was I trying to talk to somebody else? Yeah, kind of, sort of. But, I mean, we was friends, but whatever. Anyways, it is what it is. This man came to my house, and according to my neighbor, she said she saw him when he got out the car, and she said he looked pissed off. And she just was like, oh shit, like, he looks really mad. So she said she was watching him. And she said he was standing in front of my door, like, pacing around in circles. And then he started knocking on the door. I was here in the house, but I knew who it was. I just didn't feel like, I'm not answering the door. Like, we're not together. Why are you at my house? Why are you knocking on my door? So then he proceeded again to knock on the door. I still wasn't answering. Then he started trying to kick the door down. And I still was not answering. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, so then I come to the window. I'm like, get the fuck away from my door before I call the police. You better answer this door and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, please get away from my door before I call the police. So I walk back to the back of my house to go get my cell phone. And I hear glass breaking. And I'm like, what the F are you doing? Like, blah, 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 blah. This man broke in through the window. When I say knocked out my whole window, like my whole window, kicked my door so bad, like the door frame was messed up. Like, to the point where I almost couldn't even open the door to get out. So I'm like, oh my God, please get away from my house. And like, whatever. So I guess by this time, I think one of my neighbors ended up calling the police. So I finally get the door open. I'm like, what the hell? I'm about to call 911. This man came in my house and attacked me. And when I say he beat my ass, like, he beat my ass. All the way from my bedroom, all the way back here into my living room. And then he left. So I'm scrambling. I can't figure out where my phone is because it didn't fail. I mean, when I say he, like, punched me in my face, like, I was a dude out on the street, like, punched me in my face, choked me, slammed me up against the wall. I think he threw me across my bed. Like, I got a whole queen size bed. I didn't fell on the bed, plopped off, and fell on the other side of the floor. And then came back. And the nicest, I mean, he did a nice gesture. He had bought me some flowers one time. So they were just sitting on my dining room table. Mind you, like I said, we were broken up already. So this was, I'm sorry and I want to work it out type of situation. But I was just like, no, I appreciate the flowers, but no. Took the vase. And mind you, I'm kind of like right here where I'm at right now, folding clothes. And my dining room is like all the way over there. It was full of water. The flowers were still semi fresh. Picked up that whole vase and he threw it at me, and that vase hit me in my face And y'all see this scar right here? When I say it was from here all the way to here, because the glass cut me, thank God it was above my eye. But I could have lost my eye. And then he came, and then by this time, my front door was like wide open. And you could just hear me screaming. Like, it was like something you see on a scary movie. Like, or when a serial killer actually comes and attacks you. Like, it was crazy. And he came and body slammed me in my living room on my floor and was literally had his hands on my neck and was choking the life out of me to where I could not breathe. And if I tell you, like, the only thing at that moment in time that I could ever think about was my children. And I was just like, God, I don't want to go out this way. But if it's meant to be, it is meant to be. And I hope and pray that my kids know that I love them. And I will go to the moon and back for them. And I will do anything possible. You know, I would give my kids the world. But I was just like, I don't want to go this way. Especially on, like, a Friday at 5:30 in the afternoon after work. Because this was a Friday after work. I don't want to go out like that. Like, and then I'm sitting here thinking, like, I got to go pick up Noah from daycare. Like, literally, I had to go pick up Noah from daycare. And I'm like, what in the world? And I almost died on my floor in my living room because I couldn't breathe because he was choking me. He kept slamming my head, the back of my head up against the floor. I mean, I had like a carpet. I had a different rug, but you know, I had a rug on here, and it was just like, I didn't know what to do. So then, you know, my friend Kaylin was calling, just like, what the hell? Like, I didn't know he accidentally butt dialed her, and she could hear me like screaming and doing all this other kind of stuff in the phone. So, you know, she's trying to hurry up and get to my house, and she's like, and she had never been over here before. So, you know, I'm trying to talk to her and give her instructions. So, like I said, my front door was open the whole time that this was going on. And my neighbor at the time who used to live across the hall, like, she came out. If I tell you, I had no idea that I had blood all over my face, dripping down, all down my body. Like, on my arms, my face, the bottom of my feet, because I was stepping on glass. Because, like I said, he hit me in the face with a vase. And she was like, oh my God, I had already called 911 when I seen him. I don't understand what's taking them so long. And I'm just like, I'm so discombobulated. Everything is dizzy. I'm just like, I don't know. But then Kaylin finally comes, and then she comes around the corner and she sees me, and she just starts screaming. And she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Connie, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, I gotta go get Noah. I'm like, I can't let him see me like this. Like, I'm like, I gotta clean myself up. She was like, Connie, no, you need to sit the hell down. Like, Connie, you need to sit the hell down. And I'm like, I gotta, can you go get Noah? I was like, I can't drive right. I was so out of it. And I was like, I called the school. I don't know how I called the school. I know it was nobody but God himself. I called the school and was like, hey, my friend is on her way to come pick Noah up. I authorize it. You know, what does she got to do? This is her name. This is the kind of car she drives. And, you know, she came to pick him up. She was like, girl, Noah was not having it. He was like, stranger danger. I don't know who you are. And, like, literally, by the time she goes to pick tries to go and get him. The police show up and they're like looking at me. I'm like, I'm out of it. I'm just like, yeah. And they're like, ma'am, you need to go to the hospital. You need stitches. You have a concussion. You have, when I say I had hand marks on my body, on my neck, scratch marks going down my chest. This whole side of my face was swole. This whole side of my face was swole. I mean, it was a mess. Like, just how I have on like a sports bra and like I had on shorts at the time. But I mean, blood was everywhere. From my front door all the way down my hallway, it was blood everywhere. It was blood spatter on the walls. You go in my room, it was blood spatter everywhere. Blood spatter going across. I mean, it looked like a crime scene in here. They had to take pictures. I had to, I guess, well, not even strip because I was like I said, a sports bra and some shorts. But I had to do all of that. And it wasn't any female cops. It was 2 male cops. And they had to take pictures. And they had to do all types of stuff. Like, it was the most... I was out of it. But I just felt so... naked and so vulnerable. And so... if I ever was at a loss for words, that was the time that I was at a loss for words. And... you're probably like, oh, why you didn't call your child's father or whatever at the time? Because at the time, he was on some, I don't know what he was on, but he was on some, I'm not answering your phone calls. No, it's not with me. Like, I'm busy. I'm doing my own thing. And it just is what it is. So he was at I don't know. He wasn't there. And I knew for a fact, like, if I called him in the state that he was in, it was like, why? I'm wasting my time even calling you. Because what can you do? Because you already got your own issues with me that you need to work out. So I can't depend on you right now. And the only person that I really had to depend on was myself and God. Because God is the only one who got me out of that situation. God is the only one who even got me up out of the bed to go to work. I had no that whole weekend. If I sat here and tell y'all I sat in this house and I doctored myself and did what I had to do to get through the day, and the emergency maintenance people came. I mean, they had to put a whole board over my whole window. And my window is like from the top of the door all the way down to the bottom of the door. That's how big my window is. And the whole window was missing. Because he didn't kicked it out and punched holes and did all this, that, and the third. And the maintenance man came and he was like, oh my God. And then he's looking at me, he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, again, I'm still out of it. So, he had to come get a board and put a whole board over my window. And guess what I had to do? On Monday, I had to go to work. And guess what I did? Took my ass right up into work. Face still swole. Big ass cut. Because like I said, this mug was bigger than what it is now. And he happened to be at work too. And he walked into work like it wasn't shit. Like it was a normal day. And this when I realized, like, this mofo is crazy. He's very much insecure. Because anytime you do something to somebody like that and you turn around and you try to blame that person, you have a problem. And then that's what it turned into. He was blaming me. Oh, well, she did this or she did that. Bro, we was all the way broken up. We had been broken up for like a month. What are you talking about? Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Whatever. You want to play it off? You want to play all hard? Oh, look at my hand. It's all cut up. Who brags about something like that? What is wrong with you? So then the police are like, do you want to press charges? Hell yeah, I want to press charges. Like, duh. I want to press charges. Long story short, why I end up having to pay for the damn window because the police put it as a domestic dispute. How was it a domestic dispute when this man then broke into my house? He not on my lease. We don't live together. He was a boyfriend. We done been broke up, and he done broke into my house and attacked me because I don't want to be with him no more. And that's why I cannot date anybody, or when I start seeing signs of insecurities, it gives me anxiety a little bit, because once I feel like you're making it seem like I have to change myself or change who I am or change who I have to be, I can't do that, because I match what you give to me. So if I find that person who, that's going to be my husband and be in my life and all that good jazz, then, like I say, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But if it's not, it's not. But I need somebody who is going to understand my personality. And a lot of people, they don't really understand my personality. And they don't understand that sometimes, how people could just be talking just to be talking. And sometimes I have a habit of doing that. Is it intentional? No. But like I said, it's just a habit where I could sit here and I could just be talking about the most randomest thing. I don't mean nothing by it. It just is random. And I just wanted to talk about it just cause. But I have learned that I'm not able to do that anymore. And sometimes when people show me their insecurities, does it give me PTSD? Yeah, it does. Did I go to counseling for it? Yes, I did. Did he end up getting fired for that whole situation? Yes, he did. But was people trying to come after him for that situation? Yes, they were. But I was more so trying to be a grown-up and being like, don't do this, don't do that. Like, let other people handle it. Let the laws handle it. Whatever. We don't really need retaliation or anything like that. But it's just, sometimes I just look at it as, you really don't know what people are going through. And it's just, I don't even know why I just told y'all this story, but it ties into when people have insecurities. And I just feel like if you know that you're insecure or you have those insecurities, I just feel like you shouldn't even put yourself out there to even date. You should just really take time to work on the insecurities that you have so they can be fixed. You can fix that internally within yourself. And that starts off first with self-love. And then I feel like maybe you should go out and start dating after that. But like in bits and pieces. And I really feel like if you don't really have your shit together, I don't feel like you should be dating either. Because you don't have your shit together, but the other person might have their shit together. Don't bring that shit to them. They don't want that, because I don't even want that. Because it's stuff that I'm working on, and I'll be like, I'm like, I'll give you like my attention and we'll talk and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not sitting here like, oh my God, we gonna be together and we gonna be in a relationship, because no, like right now, I know I'm not at that place, because at the same time, I still enjoy my personal space. I enjoy my own free time or whatever. Like I might want to sit up and kick it with you, or yeah, if I do have free time and I want to hang with you, then I want to hang with you. But there are times where I like to sit in my house and just be in my bed and order DoorDash all day and watch TV and watch whatever I want to watch on TV and just sit there and just get up and go use the bathroom. Like sometimes I might not even brush my teeth if I don't feel like doing anything and I just feel like bumming it out. But that's just how I feel. And I don't really know. People might not agree with me in regards to that. And I know some of my family is on my They're my subscribers. So I'm sorry that y'all had to find out this way about that whole situation, because some of y'all don't even know. And it is what it is. Have I grown from it? Yeah, I have. I'll never put myself in that position ever again. That's why I don't have a boyfriend now. I've been single for a whole year. And I know people be like, oh, well, I saw you post a picture with such and such. Well, you know, you can have friends, right? I mean, what's wrong with having male friends that are the opposite sex? I don't see nothing wrong with that. I do have male friends, people that I go out on dates with. Like, sometimes I don't, I don't post everything. Some things I do post because I'm like, that's fun. It's fun, and I was having a good time, so I feel like posting it. So I might do stuff like that, but I think that's one of the main reasons why I haven't dated, because I know I have a lot of stuff that I need to work on, and I need to work on getting over the hurt that I have from past situations. And, Rome wasn't built in a day, but I mean, I'll get there. But that's my biggest issue is I've been hurt so many times, and I don't trust people. And it's not even the fact that I don't trust men in relationships. It's just that I don't trust people. Like, I think the people who have